sorry, cut. Arman has planned some fantastic food.
So this lunch is a special one. It's Raj Kapoor's 100th birthday.
Hello, everyone. Today is the first day of reviewing something we're really excited. We saw the Dining with Kapoors on Netflix together. And today we will just share our takes on this show as we promised in our introductory videos. So here we are. So, my first question is why? Was it really necessary to do this kind of thing? I mean, it felt like it is half baked, as like his cooking.
We were waiting for Arman to come out with the food, and when it wasn't coming out, we went into the kitchen and realized that Arman was a colossal mess and was severely stressed out.
The main problem which I noticed from this show is that there was no proper structure in this show. Like everyone was doing anything. I understand, like spontaneity is cool, it's authentic, but you are producing a show for Netflix and also based on the legacy of the great showman Raj Kapoor. So, in that case, there should be a minimum substance, a proper sequence that what they actually want to uh, tell us. And then, one another important thing is the Kapoor is a different species than human being. I understand they have a legacy, but just bringing this tone like, okay, this is Kapoor's this is Kapoor's that, it feels like they're something else. They're alien on Earth. Let me just start with a little note, like some good things at first. Okay, the bad things should come later on. There should be something good. So the first good thing about this show was those rare pictures and videos which generally we could not see. I mean, of course it's not available publicly, and also very close look at his house. So that was something very personal. I liked that part when they were actually talking about Raj Kapoor's legacy, home, and the pictures.
It would be the best if they could portray those pictures and photos of him in his grand house, the dinner cottage that they talked about so much. But do you know that they sold the house for money? I've been talking about keeping a legacy.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I understand that this is practical these days to sell house for money. But as they were saying that they are Kapoor, so we expect that, unlike our family who needs to sell the village property for livelihood, they should not have such problem, right?
Yeah. And also, after watching the show, I was actually confused what the show was about. The title says that dining with Kapoors, but mostly they show the non-Kapoors who are famous. I mean, you can see Saif and Navyananda. I mean, they are very loosely related than the close relatives who were not shown in the show. And if it's about food, then there were no recipe that actually looked really lucrative to brag about. And if it's about Raj Kapoor's legacy, then how does food comes into it? I mean, he didn't make the food; he made only movies. His wife made the food, but her name wasn't mentioned that much because she was not a popular lady.
Yeah, and like probably at the end, only Ranveer was talking about his dadi and toast, giving a toast on her, like how great a host she was. But when they are talking about food, like our dada instilled the love of food in us, like how does that even work? Was he even that much at home? He was not. He was always working.
Yeah, good
And
point.
I also noticed something felt bad to me because when they started talking about the family tree, they said, okay, this is Prithvi Raj Kapoor. He had like three sons and one daughter, but then cut them all off. Only talk about Raj Kapoor and his family, but still invite his nephew, nieces, grandnephew, grandnieces, but don't let them talk. Like you invite them, but you show them that you are not included in our elite class of people. It
Yeah.
seems a little weird to me.
The way they were just selling these four people like Saif, Karina, Charisma, and Ranveer. these people, you will see them quite often, like just coming, their faces. But they invited Jahan Kapoor, which I liked him so much in Blackcurrant. I mean, that was such a good show. They called him. He is also acting, right? But you see, he was present in just for
Yeah.
5 seconds, hardly in the kitchen. I don't know. Do they really behave like that? Like if you are more popular, then in the
Yeah.
dining
And
room you
Yeah,
will get more
can I
importance.
just add one of Karina's dialogue here? She
Yeah.
says in the beginning of the show that I'm pretty high up on the brunch. But
yeah,
what does she
what
mean
does that
by
even
that?
mean?
I mean, by age she is nowhere in the high up. But does she mean that by popularity? So that shows their mindset about like other relatives who are not so famous.
Yeah, and we saw Navya a lot more than Jahan. Does she have any kind of substance or any kind of thing she has done so far that should give her that much screen time? I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
she
and
has done
also before
podcasts like us.
yeah, and before this show, I didn't really know that she was connected to the Kapoors. I only knew her as Amitabh Bachchan's granddaughter.
Maybe that's why she has that much screen space. We don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, like when they were just talking with each other, they were trying to show that they are very cordial. They were bragging about the family. But if you notice closely, don't you guys think that there are a lot of tensions among
So much,
themselves?
especially with Neetu Kapoor.
Yeah, and Neetu and Karina, they were always throwing shades at each other. Like,
Yeah.
what's their dynamics? Why is there so much tension, so much shade throwing? Like, it's like kids in the kindergarten.
They
They're
were
like,
taking the heights,
yeah.
and did you notice Karina say two times in this show, in 1 hour show, that when she was pregnant, Neetu Kapoor body shamed her because of overeating.
कितना खा रही है? I said, but I'm pregnant. I'm allowed to eat.
I mean, typical Indian auntie behavior.
And I think she also food shamed her own son. Like, why do you eat so much? Does that make any sense? One day she is protecting her son that, no, my son is a saint. He does not gossip with anybody. Though everyone else was saying he is the main gossip monger in the family. She's protecting her and then again she's food shaming her. Like, what's her deal?
The only two people in this world would say that Ranveer doesn't gossip at all. First, his wife, and second, his mother.
So, what about the main thing? I mean, the food. It was, I mean, I found it a bit pretentious because,
Mhm.
to be honest, I mean, we know that mac and cheese is not something we can call it as a legacy food for South Asian context.
The macaroni and cheese.
Wait, who sells mac and cheese in all grown-up family gathering? Even like if you come to my house right now, you can find more lucrative food right now.
And the main ingredient they talk about is ghee.
Put ghee in your tadka also?
Lots of ghee. I'll put extra ghee.
You sure?
It is good.
Not half.
It is super.
Like there's
Oh
Yeah.
my
no
God.
other discussion about what ingredient are used in our household, what we like to eat, just ghee and mac and cheese. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a 1 hour advertising of ghee.
Yes. And
I
also,
mean,
what do you guys think about the chef?
chef, oh my god, I have a lot to talk about this chef. I mean, I thought it was really a show about promoting Arman Jain as a professional chef who probably is going to open a high end restaurant or trying to get a show about cooking using his Kapoor family connection. Because otherwise, I don't get any point of it. So, see, throughout the show, he was very nervous. He couldn't even put the lunch on the table on lunchtime. All the guests came into the kitchen to help him.
We were extremely hungry. I think 3 बज गए थे, and the family gets a bit cranky when they don't get their food on time. So leaving, I also reminded him, "Ke hurry up, man.
And then, like, I was feeling, क्या chef बनेगा रे तू?
It's almost like their career. These two brothers, Arman and Adar, they tried their best
Exactly.
to make it in Bollywood, but again in the kitchen, Ranveer came to rescue them. Almost like the show, Ranveer is trying his best to rescue the cousins' profession. But yeah, and also, did you just guys notice the way they were just buttering up Ranveer? Like everything we learned
Ah,
from Cool
yeah,
Big
yeah, yeah.
Brother.
We all played football in the same team. He bought me my first football shoes. He was like that older, cooler brother, you know, that we would want to go and meet.
As if they do not have any other siblings. All of
And
them are there.
other Jane, he was like, I look like Ranveer, bro. You just have
Bro,
a
come on,
similar
look at the mirror
vocal
twice.
tone. Yeah, just similar vocal tone, nothing else in common between you
Oh my
two.
Yeah.
god.
And I would like to talk more about the chef, please. That is like
Yes,
he
go ahead.
was continuously sweating on all over the food and said this is how the chef shows his love. No man, that was so disgusting.
That is love. When the sweat falls into your food, the ghee, that is love.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
And if this guy cooks in a restaurant, I'm never gonna have their food.
Maybe that's the replacement of Kapoor's ghee. And also, what about this overacting as a toast? Oh my god, that okay. The one brother at least cooked something, but just look at other.
Whenever he meets you, now the first thing she'll say, "Kya ho raha hai? What's the goss?"
The way he overacted, oh my god, in the toast.
200 रुपए दे और 50 रुपए कट ओवर एक्टिंग के वजह
That was the most entertaining part of the show. At least I could see like some acting in the show.
But the thing is, both of them actually tried their luck. Of course, if you are born in this family, the first thing you will do is just to try the easiest route, and then if does not work, then you have to work in the kitchen like him, because he mentioned he's opening something like Jungly Kitchen. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's kind of a promotion for
Yeah,
that.
he created the show. He's the producer. But
Yeah.
when his brother is giving the toast, he never mentions his sister-in-law. Like, what kind of family is this? I don't understand.
And also,
Yeah.
like, see, the producer, they are the producer, and all the focus on their mother, Rima Jain, and on them. And that's it. I mean,
That makes
they could,
sense.
yeah, money. If you have money, you can have more screen time.
Shammi Kapoor's wife. She's the only sane person. Look like she's the only sane person in the family. And I googled her right after the show, and she's an actual, a real princess. So her
Okay.
behavior, her
She
attitude
looked like
shows
it.
like she is a royalty. She is very different and a sane person, unlike the Kapoors, the actual Kapoor
Very
clan.
true. Very true. And that was very visible.
I think you are forgetting Ridhima Kapoor, who is the most annoying one.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know why I just get triggered whenever she comes on the screen. I think she is the most toxic version of Kareena Kapoor, and I didn't even know that that could exist. I mean, Kareena has that aura, and she is an accomplished actress. So we get that where it's coming from. But who is Ridhima? I mean, other than being born in a famous family, what has she done? Why does she
Bollywood
feel so
wives.
entitled?
yeah. Then you
Yeah,
have to watch
yeah. Bollywood.
Fabulous
That
Life
also she
versus.
got because of the Kapoor family, and she always acts like a queen bee, but no one actually follows her. And did you see when Navya tells her that she calls her Bua, and she gets so flabbergasted, like being called auntie at her age is like so vulgar.
And
Why?
Navya was saying that I always call you Bua. Why are you reacting now? Because of the camera. Like she wants
Yeah.
some attention. She wants to look young. And that's why she was kind of triggered, I guess.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
whenever someone is talking, she always tries to come in the back of the screen so that her face shows all the time.
Good observation.
Yeah, she was very annoying in her own reality show as well, Fabulous Lives versus Bollywood Wives. And they all came together in the Kapil Sharma show. She has always been very annoying, but here she could not get that much spotlight, thank God. But still was very annoying.
But she really tried hard to steal it.
Yeah. I mean, like, to just summarize everything, I felt like this show could have been much better because they had that main resource, Raj Kapoor, but they could not utilize that. Like, if I just compare this show with the Roshans or the Romantics, that was so well made. I mean, we could see, especially the Romantics, the Yash Raj legacy. I loved that show. This is how you should give a proper respect or recognition to a legacy. Okay, this thing, it seems like they did this thing just for the sake of doing that, like just for Netflix. They got a deal or they have a producer, so just let's make something out of it. It was almost feeling like they're just happy they're having a free meal. I mean, all of them
And
are
free
just came here.
limelight.
Yeah, and
And
free.
what about that twist of the whole story?
All right, the twist. So when when Arman Jain was talking about his grandfather, he was all emotional, like he has learned so much and everything and whatnot. He wants to carry on the legacy. Then in the end, it was revealed that he has never even met him. I mean, how can you idolize so much someone if you have never seen them?
But he felt the connection in the house.
Yeah,
He
the
mentioned that
connection.
there is a spiritual connection.
Yeah, because that was Raj Kapoor. It was necessary to feel the connection.
I mean, you need to feel the connection when you need to use the connection for money.
Mhm.
And also,
And did you see? Yeah, the brothers, the Arman brother buttered them up with the food, and the other brother buttered them up with his words.
yeah, and also the last another twist was when when Arman brought the
Miniature.
surprise, or I thought that something else, something very precious. I don't know. At least for me, that miniature looked a bit childish. I don't know. I mean, that was not something amazing the way they reacted. And also, in which home they can put that. I think it should be more practical if he could make something small for everyone, because
Mhm.
this miniature maybe will just remain in his place. I'm
Yeah, I think he is going to use that for his restaurant to make some
Hmm.
more money through that legacy.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, good.
जोर जोर से बोल के लोगों को स्कीमें बता दे
Overall, it was a pretty bad show. It's just good that it is only one season, one episode. They did not drag it. That
Thank
was the
God.
best thing about
That
the
was
show.
the best thing. Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
producer.
Thank you. Thank you, the
Arman.
Jolly Kitchen
Arman,
Arman.
Arman, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our perspective on dining with Kapoor. So stay tuned with us for some more reviews on some more recent contents.
And also, if you feel like you loved some part where we could not grasp the idea of the greatness of the show, so please let us know which part you really enjoyed, but we had different views.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah.
See you next
Bye bye.
time.